Everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon D&D Ice, baby, where we fight ice cultists and thieves, and maybe we'll add some more to that menagerie, depending on who we piss off. But without further ado, I think our friend Fire Alley is going to head the recap, aren't you, my friend?
That's right. So last time we did some shenanigans in town, bought some stuff, talked to some folks. Nothing too crazy. Tried to figure out what we were going to do. And then Queen walked into our house disguised as another person, aka dominating another innocent bystander, and then seeing how much will leak before we realize it's her favorite game. And then we started talking to her about what we were going to do and when we were going to do it. So we're going to meet up with Isaac uh, at some point when we're getting ready to mount the expedition. And then while we were so then we head into the forest through our teleporter. We go get over there, meet Isaac, and start getting ready to fight Nero. And then Snowball Sword Ferret shows up from the dead, and he tries to go shred us a bit, and eventually we take him out after Aiden gets cursed, and we find out that he is immortal and that he comes back like pretty much once a week. And so we have to go figure out how to get rid of him. So we figured out that if we destroy the swords that he drops when he dies, we can destroy him. But the only people we really know who can do that is the Hallowed Flames or potentially the MDRA. But because we don't trust the MDRA with giant immortal swords, we were like, let's go have the MDRA or Hallowed Flames just blow it up. And now we are going to give the time over to Bree for her telemarketing ad to Uriel.
Okay, well, first, on top of the inspiration you get a luck point. Just I think for the sole purposes of you capped the maximum damage done in one turn last session.
Not only that, but we had a funny moment where he just gently happened to hit one of the.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
that-
the crit on the opportunity attack
with 1 HP
that
left.
actually mattered.
Yeah, I think that's what did it. The fact that it actually mattered.
Yeah. Yeah, I swear there was just like 1 HP
just-
left when he got that.
He just tripped the guy and he died. It was great.
All right. But you sent a sending message to Uriel. What was it again? Just so we can tell the audience and remind
All right.
me.
Bree said, "We have a cursed item. Need seventh circle. Remove curse. We're nearby. Do you have someone who can cleanse it?"
All right. You wait a moment for the spell to transmit. And you get a return message from Uriel that says, "Go to Camp Daybreak. Their security will be tight, but just comply and they will let you in."
All right. She informs the others of this and says, "We just need to go to Camp Daybreak. They'll take care of it. Security will be tight, but they'll let us in if we do everything they tell us to do."
Which, in other words, means the typical questions.
Yeah, don't worry. We have if they want to try to tell truth times -1, we have an answer to that, even though it's not necessary. I'm going to assume that the security's been increased because of either working with the Expedition Society or because of Queen.
Well, if we go there, they're going to ask us if we're working with Queen.
Yeah, I thought about that. And the answer is we're not. Because that would, well, actually, no. The answer is we're not Queensmen.
They're gonna see right through that. You know that,
They
right?
will not. They'll.
Are you working with? Well, I mean,
The best we could possibly get is to say that we're not willingly working with her. At least I'm not.
That
didn't
wouldn't
want to in the
work
first
well
place.
either. They would. They would easily
they'd
be
be
able
like,
to.
"What do you
They were
mean,
unwillingly
willingly?"
working.
I mean, I don't know. Do you think
Yeah,
that we
sort
can
of.
just leave the cursed swords at their door and then call it a day? Do a drive by?
Well, we certainly could try, but
A ding dong ditch? I could use the magic mouth thing.
I feel like they're not gonna let us just drop something off.
I mean,
no,
it's a
I
cursed
doubt it.
item at your door. Why would you not blow it up?
They're going to ask us if we're working with the queen, and we're going to have to say yes.
We made our graves. We'll have to sleep in them.
I don't think it'd be a very good idea to just walk up there, admit that we're working with the queen, and
Well, we do have other things we could tell them along with it, like we're dealing with Nero, and we know that they have some turncoats up there, and that we're potentially going to be able to, deal with
Do you
those.
do you honestly think they'd care about that?
They do care about killing Nero.
And they might care about taking care of apostates.
But also, it depends on what they think of just us working with Queen, even if
Oh,
not
they're not
willingly.
going to like it. We already know that.
I mean, we can say we are working with Queen towards a common goal.
I doubt
That
they'd
sounds
like
worse.
that either.
All right. We're working with Queen to kill Nero, the longtime enemy of the Hallowed Flames.
Mm,
Well, technically, I don't think he'd be there. We're just dealing with some of his goons.
He better be there.
I feel like maybe just saying not
Yeah.
willingly gives us the best chance to explain things.
I still don't think they'd let us in, or let us deal with them after we reveal that. I mean, I'm not sure if they know what happened between me and Abolition yet. And if they find out that we're working with Queen as well, I mean, do you think
To
that
be
won't
fair,
turn aggressive?
it's Abolition's fault we're doing this.
It'd be so much easier if we could just tell them about the dragons.
We could. Oh, I don't want to go there.
I don't either.
That,
We don't speak of that unless we are. We cannot hide it.
Not without their permission.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of things you'd have to explain trying to tell them about the Great Worms.
I mean,
And I don't think we want to tell the Hallowed Flames.
yeah, maybe we should just go back to the MDRA and be like, "Hey, Demon Sword, probably gotta get rid of that." And they wouldn't care. Of course, we're afraid they would keep it, or make their own cursed demon swords, but
This is why I was worried about interacting with the hallowed flames in this. Well, aside
Well, we've
from
got to do something with it. We can't just have it like appearing in our backpacks.
we have the people who will be really upset to see us and will really be upset to hear what we're doing, or the people that we know will do something shady with what we give them.
I feel like the shady option kind of has worse outcomes.
Long term, anyway.
They might give us some respect if we said it was either you or the MDRA and we chose you.
Maybe. So, what do we tell them when we get asked about Queen? I think
Just have to tell them the truth.
And it's not like you can say anything other than that. Any additional qualifiers will
I
just
got it. Well,
lead to further questioning.
well, just say I'm working with the queen because I am, and it was my idea. We don't have to mention the other three people of this equation.
We're still willingly working with her. I don't think.
I got outvoted, technically. I wanted to do this myself.
never wanted to work for the Queen.
Too bad the question is, do you want to work with the Queen? They might not even ask us at all. We're just... Chances are they're going to. We don't know if they will.
They have asked it every single time without fail.
Even when we were speaking with the MDRA, when the Holy Avenger activated, they asked us if we were working with the Queen.
I wonder what they think of the Holy Avenger allowing us to do this.
I am not allowing her to do anything. I realize there is a difference between not uttering a word and lying. It says
The sword is saying there's a difference between just not speaking at all and lying outright.
Well, we were more referring to going on the quest to kill Nero and working with Queen to do it.
Regardless, no matter what we do, we're probably going to be asked, and we're going to just have to say, well, something.
If we go to the Hallowed Flames.
Well, they're expecting it at this point.
And I don't think we want to give those swords over to the MDRA.
We're talking in circles, boys. Make a choice.
Again, I don't think this is going to end well. If we have to go up there, they probably already know what's happened. And if they know, if they know we're working with the Queen, any sort of interaction with them could easily turn aggressive.
So that's a vote for giving it to the MDRA then?
We already told them.
Unfortunately, yes. If we are to get rid of it as soon as possible, I think the MDRA is the better option.
Aren't we going to only make them wonder what happened if we don't show up at all?
Only if Uriel asks about it.
Well, we could.
Okay,
Can-
I know what to do. Okay,
Wait,
let's just
what?
go take... Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this whole Queen thing squared away. That way, when we go there, we won't be working with her presently, so that we won't be working with the Queen, and we can truthfully say that we are not working with the Queen. That means
That's-
we'll have to risk holding on to this thing for a little bit longer and hope that it doesn't pop out and try to kill us again. But that's the only way I can see us getting through this.
If it does, we'll just take care of it again.
You say that like it's going to be easy.
Well, if we keep the swords separated, in theory, it won't come back with as much power. If it can come
do that.
back,
Yeah, let's keep the swords separated. Same as before. I can hold on to one, and you said you were going to hold on to one in
yeah,
the bag of holding.
we can put it in the queen's bag of holding. She'll be like, "Ooh, pretty," and then she'll be like, "Ooh, I don't want that." Or if she does want it, I don't think that matters anyway, because
Yeah,
it'll
it'll
spawn in her camp and then run this way anyway.
All right, so we'll just go to Camp Daybreak after we take care of this little thing that Queen wants us to do then. Agreed?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. If that's your choice, then I believe you were settling down for a rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and with this long rest, that curse that is afflicting you, Aiden, will go away.
Oh, good.
All right. You put up the hut last night, and you'll all get the benefits of a long rest. But we're gonna go on to the weather for the next day. I believe you mostly all have that.
Let's see, 32 is a what? Is that the 25 check or is that the 30 check?
That'll be 25.
Yeah, passed.
It should be.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're Gucci.
All right. And at what rate of travel are you going to be going at?
If we go normal for the next 2 days, we'll get there in 2 days. What do you guys think? I don't see any reason to go faster or slower. Well, actually, I see a reason to go faster because we have this thing we need to get rid of.
Fast is 4 tiles, right?
Fast is 3.
Fast is 3 tiles, okay.
So
So
regardless, it takes 2 days.
And regardless, it's going to be 2 days, yeah.
So let's just go normal.
Okay. Roll a d8 then, everyone. Ooh.
6.
3.
4.
7.
All right. So you go along this unfamiliar route. It gets you out of the forest. And along that route, it's so weird looking off into the distance because it almost seems obscured your vision ahead of you, where just the snowy air, the frigid air is just kind of creating this somewhat blanket of white in front of you, where you can't really make out what's in front of you, but you could still see some landmarks like the giant wall that you're encroaching on, and you find. I want everyone to roll a d6.
Okay. 2.
5. Good or bad, we will find out.
4.
1,
2,
2,
4,
4,
5.
5, 5.
You find a. So as you're walking along, who got the 5?
That'd be me.
As you're walking along, your foot hits something as you're kind of romping through the snow. Something buried in the snow.
Oh boy, is it another demon sword?
You can look at it.
Yeah, I guess I'll start brushing snow away with my water bending.
Oh yeah, you have that, don't you? All right, so you start uncovering, and you find a small backpack.
It's not on anybody, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No.
There are no frozen Luxrays here.
Uh, okay, let's check it out.
Yeah. What's in the bag?
There is basic traveling equipment. There's like a blanket. There is a Expedition Society grade outfit made for someone roll a D3.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
3.
Someone about Sigurd's size. There's some rations, but they are frozen. There is a small purse of coins, 120 gold.
Oh.
I'm less broke.
And there is also it looks like art supplies.
Art supplies.
But it's kind of this small little art kit. And it looks magical.
Like,
Oh?
are there any like drawings or anything?
Nope.
Isn't this a bit far out for the Expedition Society?
I wouldn't think so, no.
Seems a bit weird that there's just one by itself.
I want to know how magical these art supplies are. Like, what do they do?
How good do these art supplies look like in terms of quality?
They look pristine. Just
Pristine.
They mostly because they're magical, and
Mhm.
that's what's giving it away. Because magical equipment like doesn't degrade.
Do you want me to try to identify it?
I'm like, I mean, I suppose I could just fool around with it, like see if like the paints are like unlimited or can write on any surface or anything like that.
Oh. No. Have her identify it.
Okay, Sabrina will have to ritual cast an identify on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll just post it in the chat what it is.
Yeah.
The marvelous
Yeah.
pigments.
So you could basically make you could paint an object and it becomes a non-magical real object.
Yep.
I'm going to set it to I'll set it to its max. You can use it 4 times basically.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want my D4?
No, I'll say like it's 4. You can make 4 things.
Yeah, but I ritual casted.
Oh, right. Yes.
Oh no!
All right.
All right, D100.
Yeah, let me just go to it. I haven't opened this thing in a long time.
Okay.
I think it's a D20 first.
Okay.
Unshiny. Unshiny.
16.
Then a D100.
Oh, jeez.
Unshiny.
3.
Oh, no.
There. All right, as you cast your identify spell with the ritual, all of a sudden you feel something very strange, Sabrina. It's almost like when your feet touch the ground, you feel everything around you. You could feel like the vibrations of Sigurd, Sinbad, and Aiden and Mechagros. Like you can feel them even closing your eyes. It's this surreal experience where it's just like you have this different sense now, a sixth sense. You have tremor sense for the next for the next 2 days. You have tremor sense for 30 feet.
Oh, damn.
Neato. Guys,
Yes?
I think I just got a sixth sense.
Your sense of humor was already intact.
No. I mean like a real sense. I can feel where you guys are.
Oh.
Emotionally?
No, physically.
Did she... This is like the time that she...
Are there like any objects behind her that she wouldn't know were there unless she could see have this tremor sense?
You can feel feel leaves down there from the trees, and just you feel like every single little thing all around you.
I can feel the leaves falling on the ground behind us. I'm pretty sure I might even be able to feel the snow rolling along the ground. It kind of feels like static.
Yeah.
Weird.
It is weird. I don't know if I like it,
odd.
but it could definitely be useful. I hope it lasts through while we're doing this.
Right.
Well,
In any case,
It's
they're
another case
in
of
any
magic
case-
being weird.
in any case, those are marvelous pigments. You can paint something and it becomes real as long as it's not magical 4 times.
all right, so I need to go and paint another crate of trading cards.
That seems
Why?
like a waste.
Sid, please. We should really hold on to it for like when it's really necessary, because we could forge just about anything with this.
Huh.
Couldn't you also make a hole in the wall? Paint a hole in the wall? Get a hole in the wall?
Actually, it's a good question.
Yeah, that's more what I was thinking.
I believe it says it uses that as an example. It says you can make a door.
It does.
Well, you could probably paint a door. This could be
Regardless.
really useful with what we're going for.
I'm just curious as to how this ended up all the way out here. How long has this been out here?
I don't know. Identify doesn't tell me that.
Well, I can tell you it's been here long enough to get snowed on.
With how it looks, it doesn't look weathered or anything. It looks like one of your bags. It looks like a traveler's bag.
So it's been recent, but yeah,
Well,
this is
how
likely
close are we
recent.
to Nero's at this point?
Pretty close.
About a day out.
Still doesn't explain why they just leave their bag out here like this.
Maybe they didn't.
Someone.
I'm not gonna look.
Maybe-
I'm not gonna look a gift Rapidash in the mouth.
I was going to say, if we're close enough, and if Nero, would be converting people to the weird ice creatures, then
Maybe it was just someone who
Maybe
was on
it
his
was
way
one of
there.
them.
we're unfortunate enough to pass by.
All right,
Um,
time's a
right.
wasting. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's.
All right. So after you find that, you get kind of acclimatized to your new sense as you walk around, Sabrina, and you guys press on as you finally probably hit your stopping point for today's day of travel.
All right.
And you want to pop up the hut, or
Let's look for meteorites first, and then pop the hut.
all right?
Oh,
You're out of the forest, so the yield isn't going to be as big, but yeah, you can do that.
That's fine.
So survival and arcana are what you can use.
Okay.
I assume Sigurd's being asked, so yeah.
25.
That's 2 successes.
Let's see.
21.
23.
Survival.
Ooh,
24.
Oh,
boy!
that's
Hmm.
yeah. Too bad you're not in the forest.
Is that
But
8 successes?
you'll still
Yeah.
you will get a shard from this worth 500. And it's the same sort of case where you have to excavate these larger ones. So I'm going to make you roll another encounter unless you have an easy way of getting it out.
We're just gonna rest for the night, right, guys?
After this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just Big B's hand it?
It'll still be kind of grafted, but you'd get it out.
Okay. I'll just yank it out with Big B's hand then.
Just kind of like it digs into the ground and just up like unearths it from the ground. It's still kind of attached, but yeah,
It can be cleaned off later.
yeah. All right.
And this is not suitable for the mirror.
Really?
You needed the much larger one, which you did get last time.
We
Got
got
the
one
chunk.
last time, but yeah.
Yeah,
Who
well, we needed
needs
2,
it?
unfortunately. Oh, okay. I'll put that in my bag.
Yep, 2 successes is 23 or higher. So yeah, that was
Oh,
Jeez.
okay.
that was
What
2,
was
4,
it?
6.
7.
That was 7 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. So you unearth it and you rest for the night, and I will say you get a good night's sleep. Waking up in the morning. That's day 2. All right. Waking up in the morning.
Another blessing gone, and another bit of food.
Oh yeah, consume your rations. And this time we're gonna get a 41 for the.
Oh,
So I believe that is. That will
35.
be. Yeah. No, that's 30.
Okay, Bree still passes.
Yeah, I win.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you all have 30 plus.
yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. At which rate of travel do you want to go to Nero's cool base?
just normal, I think.
Yeah. Do we want to water walk our way over? We
Oh wait,
might
hold
want-
on. I might be lying.
What was that?
I'm sorry. It wasn't an intentional lie, but I corrected myself. I'm a good boy. Let's see. Cold weather clothes are only plus 15, plus 5 for the tiara, plus 5 for the Helios. Yeah, I've still got to roll,
Don't forget your con.
which is plus 2. So I just need to get a 3 or higher.
Just don't fail.
Oh, okay.
Not 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All right, and you're going at a normal pace?
Yep.
All right. Roll a d8 then.
5.
6.
Seven.
6. We live another day.
I totally made a mistake last time
Uh-oh.
because you were. I thought you were rolling the random encounters, and I thought you were rolling d6s, so it was d8. Wait, did one of you get 8 last time? I don't think you did.
no.
Oh well, it's okay. All right, you just get some awesome magic item anyway. All right, so with our rules, you press through to the location, and it seems like the weather. It's not that the weather is bad. It's just it's not clear, and it's not like a snowstorm or anything. It's like almost like a veil of snow blowing in the wind as a mask. And that I want you all to do perception checks. This will depend if you have snow goggles too.
Bree does have snow goggles.
Always.
Sigurd does,
Yep.
and also... 26.
All right.
21.
The crit.
Let's see. So this is just a con?
No, a perception.
Perception. Oh.
Not good. 11. Oh.
Yeah, I should have just not put that +1 on there. Unless no, it's fine. We got a 21. We'll be fine.
Okay. So
21, 27.
as you're kind of looking through this, you see a Sigurd and Sabrina specifically. You see off in the distance what looks like a small glowing red flickering location, almost like a fire.
You see it too?
Yep. All right.
Think that's Ezek?
Probably.
I guess we'll go over there first.
Yeah. Just... Sigurd seems to sort of just steel himself before nodding. Yeah, let's go.
All right. You make your way to the small glowing object in the distance to reveal it's a small campsite. You see a somewhat large tent and a fire burning. It's struggling to survive. But as soon as you approach this within 30 feet of it, two figures walk out of the tent. One is a small Pokemon, a Magby, wearing heavy winter clothing, and the second is the familiar form of the Garchomp you met in the Queen's Den, And he looks at you, looking just stern. He's wearing kind of a poncho, but you can see it's kind of rugged exterior too. There's like blades are showing, and they still, like, the ends of them are in pristine shape, but you just see nicks, and like they are not polished at all. He sees you, and they stand there looking at you approaching their campsite.
Bree just kind of glances at Sigurd and says, "Do you wanna, or do you want me to go and approach them?"
That's
Sigurd will.
probably
Sigurd
hasn't
will-
stopped moving, I'll be honest.
Sigurd will just taking a deep breath and walk up to Ezek.
Bree will follow
Gonna-
behind him.
Just basically just looking him directly in the eye.
I mean, we're just still moving as a whole party at this point, let's be honest. No one's hanging back.
We gotta make this dramatic, man. Come on.
The uniform walk forward.
Like we've been doing the whole time up anyway.
He still kind of just stares at you, and as you get near to him and are like kind of 5-10 feet away from him, he just stands there silently.
Greetings.
He looks to the Magpie and says, "You go. When I come back, you know what to do." Yeah. And the Magpie walks off. Well, should we get this show on the road?
Yeah, although we
Just-
probably want to mask our footprints so they can't see us coming or where we came from.
You can do whatever you want. My only request, not a request, demand, is I get the dust globs.
I'm sure we'll find him somewhere.
I don't know about that.
Oh, he's in there. Going to make him wish he is never born.
Do what you need to do.
Why are you after them? That's all I want to know.
Wait, them being like the group or the Dustclops?
The Dustclops.
Okay.
She said you would ask me that. And I am not obliged to tell you why.
Not a This isn't about her. I'm asking you.
They double-crossed me.
Kind of looks him up and down. Well, I can tell that much at least.
She told me you would try and stop me from doing such a thing.
He doesn't respond to that. One more thing. Why were you there? Why were you helping her?
So I can get my revenge.
Or no, not her. Why were you there with the Dustclops? What were you there for?
I am a mercenary. Let's just say I was just following a job. I was doing a job. Being paid for job.
And the job was?
What did it look like?
I know what you did. I want to know why. That's...
What did I do?
What your men did was kill my sister. And that's what I want. And I just want to know why. What was in there? What were you after?
I told you, I am mercenary. I just do what ordered. Do you want revenge on me?
Part of me saying yes. But we'll deal with that Dustclops first.
I will.
Fine.
It's over there a few miles. Mage put up security. So you should be wary of that.
What sort of security do you know?
I am not magician, but she tells me things like alarm.
Oh boy. Right, so they've got alarms set up. Oh, I wish I would have taken that non-detection scroll.
Fortress is, how you say, hiding. I can show you I know a safe vantage point. Follow me. And just without even getting any affirmation from you, he turns around and starts walking forward.
Sigurd immediately follows.
Brina will follow.
Okay.
Is there one more?
Yeah, here we go.
So, as I was telling you about a veil previously, as you're walking along, you feel as if, like, this thing washes over you, like just walking through curtains, as just all of a sudden you see a large fortress in the distance with, it's circular with 5 spires coming out of it. It looks about it's about 120 feet tall. There are so it has like 5 I guess I can show you. Let's bring up a map. So it has 5 different towers, like, kind of circling around it.
Are they, like, along the wall? Or is there a wall, or is it just the fortress itself?
So, like right here, it kind of juts up, like, above the fortress itself. Like 5 towers right here, here, here. Basically, those things jutting out are towers. There is a large door to the southwest of it. Around the towers and the second floor, which is still connected, which the towers kind of protrude from, there are just windows all around it. You see 2 of those large ice noiverns on top of this tower and this tower. I have them kind of on the side just so they're not hidden by the fog, but they're literally on the tower, on the very top. And you see 2 small figures standing at the door. That's what it looks like. You have idea of getting in?
I mean, we could paint a hole in the wall.
Personally, I think we should get to the roof and take out those two on the top.
If they're up there, they're probably meant to be lookouts.
I mean, are they like flying around, or are they just?
They're perched.
Yeah. So as long as we approach from the back, because we can make an entrance anywhere we want.
Once we're in, I don't know what's in there. She does not know what's in there. The mage is using his tricks to cover what's inside. The ones you ran off. Was that worth it?
You mean Kleinman?
Yes.
She just kind of shrugs. Well, I don't know if I regret it, but at the same time I do.
He was pacified under her watch. Now you let him loose and he is now working with the enemy. I don't think any good can come from that.
We can deal with him here and now.
How?
You
Queen
know,
said he'd be here, right?
you know where he is in that big place?
There's also probably a teleportation circle in there somewhere we'd have to go mess up.
The thing is, there might be many figureheads of these cultists in here. As soon as we kill one and are reckless, they all run. Only get one. So if you want to get multiple, I suggest you make a plan. Because I'm not going to hesitate if I see that Dustclops.
Where are the windows again? Sorry, my map was loading when you mentioned it.
They're on the second floors. So they're
Oh,
they're all around the place. There are many
Okay.
windows.
Is it a bit too far at the moment to be able to see through the windows what's going on?
Yes, it's way too far.
Okay.
Sticky note for the floor count, wasn't it like 6?
There's 4 floors. it looks
4.
Mm.
But the towers are kind of like you can't access like every tower. There's no like bridge between them. It seems like there must be stairs to the towers in each of these rooms.
In the rooms themselves. In the building itself. Okay.
Right.
Are there any entrances to the 4th floor?
No, there's
Or is it
only
blocked off?
this seems to be the only like conventional entrance
Mm-hmm.
besides going through a window.
Are there any windows on the 4th floor?
Yes, well, on the fourth floor is technically the towers, and there's windows all over the towers.
Oh. Okay, so there's 3 floors and the towers themselves go up 1 extra.
Like the main bulk of the place only has 2 floors.
Oh.
Okay.
Or wait, 3 floors.
But 3 floors, okay.
But the towers would be like 4th floors for each of them.
Okay.
Oh no, my sticky note's in the darkness.
I'll break it out of the
Is
darkness.
it? 3 floor.
I was trying to put it on top of the castle, but here we go. There we go.
And are there any windows on the 3rd floor? Because there are big windows on the 2nd, but are there smaller ones on the 3rd?
it's small windows from the second floor onward. You could access any floor. There's just no windows on the first floor.
Oh, okay.
Unless we make a window. That would be bad, but it'd be funny.
It'd be funny.
I would have suggested maybe I still have these invisibility potions, but in a tower full of mages.
At the very least, it would help us approach.
I mean, invisibility potions would at least allow us to get close. The inside, we're going to be found out no matter what at some point.
Oh, another detail I should point out. It seems like those guards, those sentries, they have... It seems like they're wearing robes.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Mhm.
What does it look like they're wearing?
It looks like they're wearing the exact same robes you found in the...
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Good thing I grabbed 10 of those, huh, guys?
Oh my
I
God.
grabbed 4 for this reason.
There's no way.
This is where Ella Careless twins have like the same brain cell for 3 seconds.
Oh no.
Yeah, so Sib and
imagine they
Sabrina both reach into their bags and start pulling out these robes.
You can't be suggesting that we.
I mean, why not go through the front door?
Do you think that'll work?
Probably.
I mean, I've got a pretty solid ticket. This is probably the only place where my ticket would actually be useful.
They would probably try to kill you on sight if they saw it.
What? No, it's Nero's.
Didn't Nero try to kill you in your dream?
It's also the seal to his power. We've found out. It's not...
Good thing these things have hoods, I would assume.
Yes, they have hoods.
Good thing these things have hoods. You can just cover it up with that. And she puts one on that fits her.
Why do I
This
feel
is where Sinbad actually is like... It could cover it up unless it starts to glow.
Well, and keep your little headband thing on.
You sure this is the best idea? I mean...
Alternatively, we could break in through the 4th floor by making a new door there. Or the tower, I mean. And we could then scale we could scale our way up to the 3rd floor and work our way down with the robes on, so everyone who sees us in there is like, "Oh, you belong."
I could always just climb up to one of the windows and try to open and maybe tie a rope.
Well, you're the most stealthy of all of us. If someone was going to do some recon, it would be you. You could just climb up and look through all of the windows and tell us what you find in each of them.
There are also magical wards that we need to be careful of.
Yeah, I was gonna say there can be a magic mouth on every single wall that detects us, that goes off as soon as anyone walks on it with a sound you can't even hear, that makes an alarm go off inside without any of us knowing on the outside.
That also would make the stealth or the robes not work, wouldn't it?
It's a possibility. Because they could have a charter of some kind. It could be that they're checking for the robes specifically. We do not know how he programmed this spell.
This assumes that's what's being... Oh, with the alarms.
I really don't think that they're going to put a magic mouth everywhere along the wall.
You only need them for every distance it can hear and cover. They're pretty robust little guys.
I still think it would be best to have Aiden go do some recon. Without him doing any recon, we're basically just firing in the dark and walking in.
That's
We need
true,
more
but
information. We need more information if we're going to come up with a plan.
There's no way that this thing isn't going to have an alarm set for when you touch it.
that's true. It runs the risk of setting off an alarm. Is there any way you can see it? Or see where it is?
I mean, I don't
Perhaps
know.
disable
You're
it?
the expert on protective spells, Bree.
I would need to look up Magic Mouth and see if there was anything that would.
Well, there's also like the alarm spell and other ones.
Alright.
Is what
The one-
Singad's getting at. He's
the
the
one that
magic
was-
mouth guy.
The one that was specifically mentioned to us so far was the alarm spell, so I think it's reasonable to assume we'll have to deal with that.
You choose a door, window, or an area within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube until the spell ends the alarm. It doesn't say there's any way to see it.
Yeah, I was like, even with magic mouths, those things are small. If you want them to be, anyway.
I think most likely they are going to ward the windows specifically if we try to go in through the windows. So if we don't try to go in through the windows, I think we'll be fine, because I mean, you'd have to go out and like it says range with 30 feet. Okay. It is a ritual, so it would take time for them to do it. Otherwise, they would have to
Yeah, I feel like our best bet is the go through the front door method. Any attempts to be extra sneaky is going to make an alarm go off. I don't know if we can paint our way in. As fun as that would be, I don't think that the outside would have would allow any sort of stuff like that to happen.
Bree's going to take out her eyeglass and try to see if she can see into any of the windows with that.
Which floor specifically do you want to look through?
Well, I mean, it's not like it'd be difficult for her to look through each and every window.
Okay,
I guess she'll start with the top floors.
Okay, I'm gonna make it at disadvantage because you can't really look through with the goggles on, so just make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
We're looking at glass through glass through glass.
18,
Wow.
27.
Oh, dang.
Okay, you look through, and I want you to roll a d4 for me. Reroll it if it's 1.
2.
2, okay. Let's bring you to the second floor. You peer through one of the windows, and it's hard, but you kind of make out a room full of more of the hooded figures. It seems like some of them are lying down in beds.
Looks like some of them may be sleeping right now. Can't really see much else in there. It's really hard to see from here.
The layout you're seeing in that room is very much the same as the other rooms.
Okay, so the other rooms are pretty much the same as that one.
Yeah, they have windows, like, they have 5 windows on them. Certainly.
Okay.
So that floor is the barracks?
Kind of looks like it might. Can she only see into this room, or can she see into the other ones as well?
She can only see into this room.
Okay. I can only see into the one, but if the rest of the floor has the same layout, I would assume so.
So, second floor is the barracks. That means our
Second
target
floor
would
is
be
the
the
barracks.
third.
Either the third or the first, whichever.
Or the basement.
There could be a basement. And the towers aren't likely anything but watchtowers.
You back to the first.
I could make myself invisible and try to get closer.
You would.
Should we?
What could you get out of that, though? You could get a vantage on the entrance, but you wouldn't get any better vantage on the floors.
Should we try finding some way up to the 4th floor, to one of the towers, and heading down from there?
Well, at that
I
point,
suppose
we'd have...
are we attempting to be stealthy about this, or are we going in?
It'd be preferable.
But
If
as
we
we've
could-
all said, the concern is mostly just the alarms they have set up.
And if we're going to try to get to the top, to the roof like Isak suggested, then we're going to have to climb the walls anyway.
Or fly.
Or fly?
Pretty spell intensive, and considering I'm the one here that can stop spells from happening, I kind of need to conserve my own spells. Look, I'm just going to hazard a guess here and say that all of the powerful guys are probably in the towers.
Do we want to try and hit one of those then?
I'd like to know who is in which one first.
Here, let me see the spyglass.
She gives it to him.
Okay. He's gonna try and look in, I guess, the closest tower.
Okay, that would be the one she just looked in. Like any particular floor?
The 4th floor, the tower.
All right. Do a perception check at disadvantage.
Does the shield give me cancel it out or no? Not in this situation.
Not in this situation.
Okay. 16.
That's still pretty good, so I'll give it to you. You're looking at the very top, right?
Yes.
All right. So you peer through. Again, it's really difficult to see, but you see inside, and it just looks like it's a bunch of cluttered junk inside, like a bunch of crates.
It looks to just be storage.
Really? It's empty?
Here. Let me take a closer look, I'd say, as the map loads. There we go.
Really, yeah, really, it's just full of a bunch of boxes and bags.
Yeah. Boxes, bags, barrels, crates. It's all storage in there. Nothing, well, perhaps there's something of value in there, but that's not what we're looking for.
I wonder what kind of scrolls they have in there.
That's something we'll worry about later.
I guess.
I just want to know if we're still thinking of the recon idea or what, because
I think that we should.
If you're up for it.
I'm mostly just worried about the alarms.
You said it was whenever they enter an area or go through a certain door or passage?
It's a door, window, or 20-foot area.
Well, I doubt they've warded the entire place.
It's
As long as you
unlikely.
don't, as long as you don't go towards near the entrance, you should be fine.
I know that if it were me, I would only ward the entrances.
Sabrina,
Because if someone tried to break in through a wall, it would make a lot of noise.
do an Arcana check, Sabrina.
Okay. 30.
All right.
Please.
So you're familiar with the alarm spell because you have it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so. Let me check. Just I
You
don't
do.
believe I've
We've
used
used
yet.
it before. We've used it before.
Okay.
The way the spell works is you can put it in different areas. So if that were the case, they'd have to have either the mage running around doing rituals all over the place or just blowing all their spell slots. So, and with what Queen explained to you before, they didn't really have this before Kleiman showed up. So it's up to you if, like, does he go around and blow most of his spell slots doing this, or does he waste a ton of time and cast rituals all over the place?
She just kind of taps her chin and she explains this to everyone.
I mean, the man was loaded. He could do it all day.
No, he couldn't. And he's not going to ritual cast, especially with how rituals are acting up.
But they make you special. They don't do bad things ever.
Oh, I don't know about that, Sib. You never want to just mess around with magic surges.
If you're saying, though, that they need to be just running around all day doing spell casting or ritual casting, either that's every mage in there doing that, or
Well, it sounded like
doesn't
they
sound
didn't have.
likely.
It didn't sound like they had access to this sort of thing until he showed up. So he's either using a whole lot of low-level and high-level spells to do this, and as a wizard, I can tell you that we don't use our low-level spells willy-nilly because those are the ones that keep us alive.
Not to mention if he's in there for research, he probably
may
wasn't doing that anyways.
He may have cast it on the windows if someone tries to break in, but as long as you don't try to get in through a window, I don't think it's going to bother him.
With this many windows, I doubt it.
So we go to the roof, we paint a trap door on the roof, and then we get in. No windows touched, no windows broken.
Pretty much.
Well,
And that tower right there might be the way to go because there's no one in it.
How are we gonna get?
There is a Noivern.
Two of them, actually.
Two of them, even.
How are we gonna get up without being seen or heard? We can be invisible, sure, but we can't do much while just keep invisible.
The problem also is the moment we deal with them, we're going to make a lot of noise.
Well, like the noise part. I mean, I suppose we could cast silence.
Well, I don't see how silence would help us too much because getting in, we would already not be making a lot of noise. Just draw a way into it.
Well, how are we supposed to get up there without making noise? We need a grappling hook or something.
Well, Queen did say that they have the place worded so that you can't teleport, but I suspect that is the forbidden spell, in which case, as long as you're within the area, you can teleport within it. You just can't teleport in or out.
That doesn't really help us with getting Sigurd and Ezek up to the top.
I can climb the wall.
It's very smooth.
Oh, no, maybe not.
I did say I could just get up there and throw a rope down.
That could also work.
I mean, a story's like 20 feet, so we need like an 80-foot rope.
I think our best bet for getting in is to just wear these robes.
Do you have one in there for me?
Let me check. And she's gonna go through the ones that she has.
He would just need a large one.
She probably grabbed some of every size.
I distinctly remember you saying she grabbed basically
As many
some
as
of
she
these.
could, yeah.
Yeah, he grabs it.
Yeah, I was like, Sinbad had one for everyone in the team.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we'll just sneak in, posing to be them, and we need to have Aiden go over and try to do some recon. Since, he can just climb walls however he wants.
So we'll send him in to do recon, he'll come back, and then we'll go in?
Yeah. All right, Aiden, are you ready to... How does this work, actually? If I cast Water Walk on him after he's drank a potion, do weird things happen?
Well, here's what you do. You cast the ritual on him, and then he drinks the potion. He hasn't had another potion, so it won't affect him either way. But I do have a ritual I need to cast on the rest of us as well.
The potion thing only works if you drink, 2 different potions while one is in effect.
All right, so I guess I'm going to do Water Walk.
All right.
And Bree's going to do Rary's telepathic bond.
All right, 2 d4s. Well, 1d4 for each of you.
I got a 1
Oh no.
Yo.
in front of Matt, nonetheless.
And I got a 1.
All right.
No!
Oh
You
my gosh.
jinxed us. We're going to explode.
Okay, so we'll do Sinbad first. Roll a d20.
We're gonna. There's just gonna be an explosion off in the hills.
13. What could go wrong?
And then roll a d100.
Alias add excuse you dice parser. What are you on? 82.
D182.
This is where I become shiny, right?
You got 13 for the d20.
Yep.
All right, and you got an 82. For the next, okay. So when you cast your ritual, Sinbad, you feel this power overcome you, where you feel like you're good at everything. It just skills you thought you were bad at. You suddenly you just feel much better at them. So the way this works is for the next 2 days. Whenever you do an ability check, you add a d4 to it.
Oh, babe.
Sabrina, roll a d20.
Oh, boy.
Super
Nat 20.
guidance. Oh, quick.
You got a nat
like-
20. Okay.
That's like the 4th nat 20 this session.
All right, and roll a d100.
77.
77.
What?
This is one case where I don't know if rolling a 20 is a good thing.
I get a feeling the 20 table probably has a lot of big things.
All right, so as you cast your telepathic bond, Sabrina, all of your clothing, your robes that you just put on, they turn all grimy and gross. Like you've heard stories about like grimy traps in Mystery Dungeon, and that's just like when you lift your arms, you just hear this like audible as you lift, like, as you move anything, and your clothes are just filthy, dirty, soiled. Your charisma is reduced by 1 until you clean or change your clothes.
Zib, you don't have prestidigitation, do you?
I mean, yeah, but also you have like 9 other robes.
It takes you 6 seconds, come on.
It only lasts for an hour.
I think the cleaning effect is immediate, so it just lasts for forever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess Sinbad is going to hair dry the the clothes.
All right.
Because he's really good at it now, by the way.
So you whip out the mage's favorite, prestidigitation, and just clean someone's clothes. It's always useful for when you want to make stuff taste better or just instantly clean stuff. Your charisma goes back up by 1, Rita.
Not that her charisma was stellar to begin with.
Huh.
Alright, all things considered, that could have gone much worse.
Huh.
Okay, so everyone can hear me, right? She's talking in their heads now.
Oh.
Yeah, you all hear Sabrina. Did you do this on Ezek as well?
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, then, Aiden, you should be able to tell us everything you see in real time, and just make yourself invisible and go tell us what you see in there.
Right. He's gonna drink the invisibility potion.
All right. Have you had any other potions in the last hour?
No.
Okay. You quaff the potion, and right before your eyes, Aiden just disappears from existence, not even leaving footprints.
There he goes.
All right.
There goes the boy.
Goodbye, little green.
All right. So,
All right.
I'm not even gonna bother have you rolling stealth because realistically, you know,
He's practically undetectable at this
yeah,
point.
yeah. Unless it's-
Advantage plus 14.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Unless you go inside, then that's probably when you'll start.
No, not going inside. We're just checking all the windows.
Okay, so which tower do you specifically want to go to?
So let's see. We already checked this one, so let's go ahead and go around counterclockwise. Go here next.
All right, so you're on the first floor and you're going to climb up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in the second floor, you reach the second floor and you peer inside the windows and you see what looks like some sort of armory. You see a bunch of weapons sticking out of racks, and there's stairs that lead up. There's also a bunch of training dummies, and there's a door right here.
Okay, so if the last room that we were looking at first was meant to just be where they're all sleeping, then this is more of an armory. And, yeah, well, every single one of these rooms seems to just, at least what it looks like, is they just lead up.
I guess logically, since this makes more sense, he's actually going to climb up to look. Since he's on, like, this tower, I guess he'd climb up to see what's above it.
All right. You go to the third floor.
Hopefully your computer caches all of these, geek. Otherwise, they're going to be
it-
loading a
no,
lot.
it does. It
Okay.
does.
All right.
Yeah. I think that we haven't seen the third floor yet, so it's going to be a sec.
All right. What you see in this room is there are several chests around the perimeter of the place, and again, it goes to stairs that lead up. There's no door in this room, so you see what I mean? How they're like towers, so there's nothing connecting to here.
You said it's like tests?
Chests.
chests.
Oh, chests.
Like the treasure variety
Yeah.
that I like to collect.
And it's just another storage room, but it's all just chests instead of boxes or anything. No barrels.
Okay, another looting venue.
Venue?
Venue, yes.
Till they bite you.
Knowing, well, if they've been as strange as the Pokemon at the MDRA, I wouldn't doubt it.
He's gonna climb up again.
All right, to the 4th floor. You make your way up to the 4th floor. The altitude is getting higher, so I want you to do a frost check. And
Oh boy.
Oh boy, he's flying too close to the moon.
Frost check at what DC or just in general?
I will tell you after the because you're getting
Woohoo!
Um,
Woohoo! Natural one.
5 plus 31 here.
Does that include your Heliolisk?
Yep. 37.
You want to take that?
Enough to... I don't have any ways of really increasing that.
I mean, I could give you the inspiration if you think I will need it.
I can probably deal. I mean, yeah, and it just drops my stuff to like minus. I'll take it.
All right, go for it. You'll get a natural one with it anyway. Yeah. Inspiration is useful 10% of the time.
It is. It got frigid cold up here, Aiden, and with that, it's harder. Even with your climbing speed, it's harder and difficult to scale this wall. You will take 1 point of exhaustion.
Jeez.
But you do get up to this this area, and there's something strange about this area. All the windows have curtains on them.
Oh.
Oh, that's a crystal ballroom, isn't it?
And I want you to do a nature check.
Nature. Okay.
Or survival. Yeah, survival. Probably make more sense here.
Yeah, those are both fine, but darn it, that exhaustion hurts a little bit. Still. You gotta be kidding me.
So
9.
yeah, all around the perimeter of this room, there you cannot see inside because every single window has a curtain on it.
Is
What
there
is
any
it?
reason that mages would want to keep a place dark?
Well, I can think of plenty
Magic.
of reasons.
'Cause this tower just has curtains.
I've also heard of this thing called a picto box, where
They
it has to, where it like needs darkness to make little instant paintings of whatever it looks at.
Can you see the other one of the other towers from where you are?
Could he?
Yeah, you could totally see this one and this one. It would be this one also has curtains on it.
So it's not just this one here. It's well, let's see. You guys were looking at that one, and then the one to the right of it, and the one right of that. Both of those have curtains.
Okay, good to know.
So this
Same-
is a curtain.
same with this one
This is a
as well.
curtain. This is a curtain. Oh, well, this is probably crystal ballroom.
Curtain, curtain, curtain.
All right, if you're going to go up to another tower, I'd suggest going to the opposite one. Because,
if you can.
yeah. For
Be
now, just
careful.
try to scout the lower floors.
I guess, yeah, he'll head back down then, since it's
I
already so cold up here.
to keep things exciting, I want you to roll a d6.
Oh dear.
Alright.
He's gonna walk in a magic mouth.
6.
As you're walking past, you see the curtain move, and you see the figure of Kleiman look out the window, but he looks different from when you last saw him. He's now all icy and turquoise. But
Okay, that's him.
he looks out the window and he just looks around for a second and just turns around and goes back into the room.
Which tower was he in?
Wait, yeah, which tower was this?
You saw him in this one. The one you're on.
The one right here. Wait,
Good to know.
I mean, if we want to just go right in, now we know where he's at. He's different, though.
Do you think
Well,
the other
hey.
leaders are also in the other towers then?
Might explain the curtains.
Yeah,
That
but
was my
maybe
primary theory, yes.
But,
We have two primary targets in this. The Dustclops and Kleiman.
No, I'm pretty sure our primary target is the staff.
Okay, fine. The staff.
right, we still need to figure out where that's at. But
That was in the
Why
possession of the
didn't-
Dustclops, was it not?
No. It would likely be in Nero's possession. He's a wizard. Why wouldn't he want it?
Just to correct you guys, the staff is in the mage tower. You're looking
Yeah.
for a separate thing here.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought we were looking for something that was in the Dustclops' on their person.
I believe she just said one of them had it.
One of them had it.
But yeah, I think it's fair to say that Clement's kind of joined them in the other sense.
Unsurprising.
Because that didn't look like what we saw last time.
Well, I guess we can't knock him out then.
Anyway, you should probably get down from there before you get frostbite.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Too late.
Do we want to check any of the other floors?
Yeah, basically check every window you can and then report back to us.
Okay.
Rendezvous.
So it's a little roundabout the way you got to do it, because you got to like go
Yeah.
down and then over to another one.
Mhm.
Down and up.
But he's not going to go to the very top one again until like this one, if he even wants to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna put a timer on it. I can say you can check like all these rooms on, well, every floor on this side if you wish. But then your invisibility will run out.
And your water walk. That only lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
I
Oh.
believe it lasts longer.
It might last
What about
longer.
S plus like 8? I thought.
No, it's just one.
No.
Oh, okay.
My advice would be to check this
My-
one.
My advice actually would be to go to this one and then use that one as a vantage point and to look into the other rooms from it.
Right, 'cause we
So
checked-
you can like go down to the second floor on the tower you're already at and look into the rooms on this one. And then once you're done looking in there, you can go all the way around here and then look through the rooms on all three from this vantage point.
Well, he's got to get back here before the hour's up.
Yeah, he's got to get back here before the hour's up. So I'd say
Yeah,
we
which
already
means-
have we
which-
already have decent information on these two, not like
No,
super complete information.
You're not letting me finish. He would spend less time doing it this way because he wouldn't be going up and down these two towers. he'd just be looking into this one from this one.
This has curtains on it.
Yeah, but like the third and second floors.
Okay.
I mean,
So
it wouldn't really be able to look in with the curtains anyway. So
Yeah, but are you not getting what I'm saying?
no, I get what you're saying.
Okay, good.
We've already
So,
kind of checked
well,
mostly.
well, I mean, Crow would have to show us because.
Yeah, I'll show you. It's just
Okay.
I get
Yeah,
what you're
and-
saying. You want to check the like second and third floor.
Yeah, and then once he's finished with these two, he can go around to this one, like perch himself right here, look into these two, and then climb around to the other side and look into these two, and that would save him the trouble of having to climb up these two towers so he could get a look into everything and come back.
Not quite as good of a look, I would assume, but less up and down.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Would that save time? I'm just wondering.
Yes. Well, okay,
I'm asking Crow if that would save time.
yeah, sort of. Well, the thing is, like, you'll only see into these two, assuming they're not all curtained up.
Uh-huh.
But
Mhm.
you'll still be able. You wouldn't be able to see what's on the second and third floor of these two, basically. Or
Well, unless he
this-
climbs around to the other side,
Yeah.
which he totally could do. It's a lot easier to climb around like this than it is to go up and down.
Well,
What?
what I mean, like looking inside the window is kind of like what I mean, because it's still kind of fun. Like I'm giving him a big detailed view of the room whenever he does.
Okay.
I'm fine with just kind of taking a bit less information, but being safe.
Okay. So you want to go down to the second floor here, and then go up, and then see what you can from there. Or
Yeah.
probably wouldn't even go to the fourth floor because
Knowing
Or-
that it's got curtains.
yeah. And then go back down, and then go up this one, checking each room. Go back down, checking each room on this one.
Mhm.
That's what you do. Okay. So I'll start with the second floor. You go to so first you go here, and this appears to be a lab of some sort. You see several different, like I think it came up several times in the session, and like you'd need a lab to study the meteor or the aether, and this looks like a place that you would be able to do that if you could get out all the instruments and or repurpose this.
That's interesting. So they have like a complete set of research, everything. But it's also kind of a lot of stuff. I mean, still, it's pretty good for the meteor, I would imagine.
Hmm.
I mean,
When- Yeah, go on.
that kind of requires us, though, to, well, one, want to take it with us, and two, deal with all the mages.
We'll deal with that if we get the chance to. That's, I suppose, same with all the rest of these other rooms.
All right. When you go over here, I'm just showing you this for the sake of
Yeah.
I know you're probably not doing it in this order, but
Oh no, I totally
Yeah.
understand why you'd want to do it without having to change map.
Yeah,
constantly.
no, that would suck.
yeah, it appears to be some sort of music room. There you see an organ, a very large organ, and somewhat of a lounge.
Oh, that's an organ.
So this one's just where they hang out. I mean, there's a giant organ in the back, but other than that, they're just a couple chairs. Maybe someone's got a hobby.
Next room.
Turn-
All right. And when you go to the last room here, boop, 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 it seems to be some sort. It looks like a classroom with a few like desks all around, and you see two hooded figures just hunched over a desk, looking like they're writing or reading something.
So they're definitely students, maybe.
Students?
I mean, it looks like a classroom in a weird way.
Oh man, we can enroll Bree here.
She rolls her eyes.
Did you just enroll your eyes?
Oh my gosh.
All right, we will go to the third floor now. All right. We will say you go over here. And this is another one of the towers. It appears to be it's a room with 3 different pots, and they appear to have colored liquid inside. Very large pots.
I think I'm gonna take a guess and say this might be where he's trying to brew more potions. There's a bunch of pots with different colored liquids. Very big pots.
Yeah, keep those out of your eyes.
All right.
And this one was below the other room that was covered with curtains, so...
Sabrina,
Yes.
how much did Loki tell you about what happened when the Hallowed Flames went to fight the Watcher?
We didn't really... Sonic Link and I didn't really discuss it in depth, but she would want to hear everything about it. How much she would have been able to get through sending back and forth, I'm going to leave up to you.
All right. How much of the encounter would... this is like something I'd have to ask him.
Just at him right now.
He's away, unfortunately.
Oh no!
That's what he
Well-
wants you to think.
All right. Well,
We'll put a pin in that. Maybe he'll show up later and we can poke him.
That or DM's discretion.
I will tell you there. You see this room,
Oh, it's got patterns.
and it appears to be some sort of. It's a room with like a kind of a pentacle on the ground,
Uh-oh. Bad juju.
and it doesn't appear to be chalk. It's like red lines.
Oh.
Hmm.
I really hope that's not blood. Oh, hey.
Whoops.
All right, and you're going to the last one.
Yeah. Also, hey, if you wanted an answer from Sonic, is here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Would you? Okay. I'll say. I'll ask. Would you have told her about the design on the ground that the monster came from, or would you have just said you slayed a monster? But I'll go on to that. Well, I'll go on to the other place. Well, for this one, I want you to roll a d6.
Oh. Okay. 3.
All right. You look inside and you see a figure inside what looks like a garden, like sort of like a greenhouse.
Oh, that ain't good.
Inside a greenhouse.
But it's full of flora fauna that is encased in that very similar to the lilies. Like, you actually see some of the lilies in there that hypnotized you, but there is a figure, a two-headed figure tending to the plants with two heads.
Definitely a different kind of Pokemon in there.
He is also he is blue. He succumbed to this ice cultist thing. But what's more prominent about this guy is around his neck, he has this crest with a snowflake emblazoned on it, very similar to the one that Sabrina's wearing, that was given to the queen.
Guys, we can assume something involving a crest is probably what we're looking for, right?
You found the seal?
The problem is there's another one of the cultists of the frozen variety wearing it.
No, that's good news. Those guys are much easier to handle than Climbing or Nero.
A two-headed Pokemon, though. I'm not exactly sure what he is.
That's odd, but not.
He's not a Hydreigon, so we're fine.
He's tending to some sort of garden here. They must be trying to grow up the flowers.
Are we talking like the MDRA flowers, or are we talking like the evil ones?
Is it both, or mostly just the hypnotic ones?
It's several different flowers, and
Oh,
it's like you see the hypnotic ones among them, though.
it's quite a lot of different things. I mean, I guess if they're just living out here, maybe they're growing their own ingredients.
I mean, possession plants are a strong ingredient.
And yes, there are some of those.
Yeah, that's gonna make fighting him real difficult.
But we know where the seal is now.
Yeah, assuming he stays there.
Okay. I think with that, you should probably head back.
And
Well-
like before, these rooms are curtained up if you're looking around, but you can sort of see into the center through a window right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just this was the only one that wasn't curtained, but all these.
Yes.
Interesting.
You're gonna make your way back
You said I could potentially look into this.
into. Oh yes, but you'd have to go down and climb up. But
Oh,
what you can see in there from your vantage point, I'll let you do a perception check with disadvantage just because of the weather
Yeah.
kind of.
all right. 20 minus, or let's do 2 to 20. That's a 13.
13. It look.
Whoops.
What's up?
I accidentally put a note there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Never mind. Just keep going.
So you see a few pieces of furniture in there, and you can see stairs kind of leading up, but you can't really make out anything significant. The furniture looks fancy. It's like furniture sculpted from ice. And it looks like this place already did look cold, but in here it looks like it's a freezer. Like you see ice and you see like ice caking the walls, and it's just a very thick compared to the rest.
So, theory.
Mhm.
What if the meteor shards, these Pokemon being all frozen over, is also meaning they have to live in colder conditions because the middle of the tower looks like it's even colder?
Well, it's this room in particular. This room in particular looks like the inside of like an industrial freezer. The rest, they look cold, but it was kind of par for the course. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's probably the last place we want to go. That's probably where Krya is.
Raya.
What? You mean Nero?
No, I mean Krya.
Would be both.
Oh, you mean it's the ring?
Either her physical body's there, or it's Nero with her ring, I suppose is a possibility.
Well, I can't really see much in there, but the room looks like it's way colder than the rest of the place.
Okay.
We will
For now,
not go
just-
there unless the skull villain or
Yeah.
goes in there.
Okay, well, just get back before your invisibility runs out.
And he's gonna do that.
All right. So you make your way back. Just before, like at the same time, it's like you become visible and just kind of sink in the snow.
Mhm.
And you can no longer hear everyone talking in your head.
Oh, I guess all of those just ran out at the same time, huh?
Yep.
That's right. We're out of cool gadgetry.
Unless we do it again.
We'll do it
Yeah.
again. No.
Roll 2 more ones.
What could go wrong?
Everything.
Alright, so we have multiple targets here. We don't know where the Dustclops is. But okay, so you want to address what Sonic said? He typed what he would have told her in parser.
Okay, then it seems very uncanny to what Loki would have described he encountered.
Oh, that's a problem.
It was red. I mean, I don't know what you draw using red out here, but
All right. I see this as two options. We either jump the Scoville and take the goods and go, or we break in through there and make sure that no voodoo happens while we're in the infiltration stage by screwing it up.
But then we risk both the Scoville and the Dusclops, and then we risk all of them escaping.
I mean, they
Honestly,
wouldn't
if
know
what-
we're in there.
If what Loki told me about the monster is true, then that thing would be a double-edged sword.
Like, it would shoot them?
No, but it would stop their magic from working.
That's if they summon the same one that Loki fought. They could
That's-
summon a different demon altogether.
That's a good point. Either way, we're not going to want to fight whatever comes through that thing.
Mm-hmm.
so who do we really want to deal with first is the big question.
Well, my primary targets are the Scovillain to cover our end of the deal, and Kleinman, for obvious reasons.
And we're just gonna end up walking in all wearing the outfits.
Well, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We do have one chance to use silence, so I would suggest doing that either on the Scovillain or Kleinman.
Hmm. So our plan is still go through the front door, disguised. Are we going to try and get in, and then disguise ourselves from there?
Oh, we're gonna try and get in disguised. Trying to sneak our way in. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. I mean,
Well, if we try to walk in, we risk talking to them, and if we say the wrong thing, then it's just all-out conflict. Which will happen eventually, but then we're starting outside the tower. Perhaps if we sneak in, perhaps through that,
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. If we can sneak in through the back, no, we'd have to be invisible. Someone could see us otherwise.
That's not a problem.
What do you mean?
What? Just be invisible.
Yeah, I'd have to really use a strong amount of magic to make enough of us invisible at a time. I can make up to 4 of us invisible, but that would use my most powerful magic that I have available.
I can turn invisible. Queen, give me a potion.
Do you still have a potion as well, Aiden?
I just had it.
do you have the invisibility spell?
No.
Told you to prepare it, Hayden.
We can wait.
Do you have that spell, Sinbad?
I do.
We can wait today. If you need your magic back.
We don't really have that kind of time.
I still have a greater invisibility potion, but
That only lasts a minute.
That will be useful, though. Because if we can use this magic artist kit, we could go to the back of Voodoo Tower, make a door, destroy the summoning circle, and start our infiltration without any hustle. And obviously we do the robes as extra security, provided that no one's at the top.
Okay, so let's see here. Izak can make himself invisible, and I can make pretty much the rest of us invisible.
Sinbad said he could turn himself, so then you could make the rest of us.
How long can you be invisible for, Sib?
An hour.
Okay.
And if we need to, I can go into greater invisible mode. If my... Well, I probably would have to do it to do paint. Actually, now I have to look at it. How long does it take to paint?
10 minutes.
Takes 10 minutes.
Alright, that might be expensive.
Well,
what we can do is, Sinbad will cast Water Walk on us again. We'll all turn invisible. We go to the back, climb up, get
we could go
make
into the bottom floor. I'll be able to see what's on the other side of the wall.
We could also go in through the bottom floor.
It'd certainly be easier. If the layout's the same on the bottom floor as the top, then there should be just a stair. Aiden, did the staircases that you saw on the second floor look like they went down as well?
Yes, they would have, Aiden.
they did.
Then if we go in through the back, we could just go in through that area. Or we could go in through that specific tower, go up, destroy the summoning circle, and then make our way over to the Sko villain. Use our silent scroll and take care of him. And then head over to Kleinman and take care of him. And then take care of the Dustclops, if we still have the ability to at that point.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. That sounds good.
Alright, give me 10 extra minutes beyond what we're going to use to get the water walk back up.
I'm not going to let you give opportunity to Dustcloth to run.
Well, we don't even know where he is.
If we see them, we'll take them down. Them or Kleinman after we take care of the Sko villain, whichever comes first.
And what if you alert them by taking out them, huh?
I mean, if it's silent, how will they know?
With all due respect, Mr. Isak, this Dusclops grudge that you have is on your own time.
Queen, tell me. I only have permission going for Dusclops. If you join, I admit,
He's
perhaps I would perish going for him, so I think she sent you should be distractions.
That's interesting. So she thinks that Dusclops is a threat to her operation then.
Sip, let's not try to make her angry. Look, we'll see what happens. If we manage to run into him, then we'll take care of him. If we don't, then I'm not sure what to tell you. We'll do our best, though.
What I am saying is I'll compromise your little plan if I see an opportunity to go for him.
Well, if you see an opportunity, we'll see an opportunity as well, and we'll go with you.
Very well. All right, what is it you wanted to do?
All right, so Sabrina's going to use her meteor focus to get a 4th level invisibility spell.
Okay.
And then she's not going to cast it yet. First, she's going to once again ritual cast telepathic bond while Sib's doing his water walking.
Okay.
So,
yep, roll a d4.
Oh boy!
It's happening again, baby. I'm fine. I'm
Gosh.
good.
D20 and D100.
No
17.
shine.
17?
Unshiny. Unshiny.
And 7.
7.
17 and 7.
Oh boy.
This one's kind of funny. So you feel your immune system strengthen, and you think you've never been one for hot sauce, but you think if you were to just ingest a ton of hot sauce, you would not get intoxicated.
Oh wow.
For roll 5d6.
Oh my god.
Write this down.
For 20 days.
20 days.
For 20 days, she can't get drunk. Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
So maybe you want to do a wager or something while you're doing.
Oh no.
Hey, Brannigan!
Oh, no.
baby. No, do it to the other one.
God.
Do it to Finnegan.
All right.
And the Brannigan's the one who likes to put money on the line.
Exactly.
All right. So telepathic bond is up. You put water walk up, and you made everyone invisible.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, except for he's gonna need to use his potion.
Yeah, as he sees you go invisible. So it's gonna be hard to keep track of each other too while you're like this. I guess you have telepathic bond, so yeah. He becomes invisible as well.
All right. We're gonna head around to the back right here.
Okay. The back of the first floor.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And can she feel anyone else in that room with her tremor sense?
There is no one in that room.
Perfect. There's no one in there.
I guess it would be kind of... Yeah, it's like you kind of encompass the whole room if you're standing right there. So yeah, you don't feel anything.
Is there a particularly innocuous spot in that room, like that's got cover from a bookshelf that we'd still be able to get in through?
You feel something large is right there.
And there'd be enough room when we painted the door to get in?
Where it would be kind of empty would be like right there, right there, right there.
Okay.
on the sides to it. Yeah, not right here. There's something in the
There's-
way.
Okay, there's something in the way
Obstruction
right
there.
there. All right.
Here,
Can I
maybe.
feel like any walls like right along here or something? Basically, what I'm asking is there a place that we could paint the door on where it would be harder to see from anyone on the outside or anyone walking in?
Well, I'd probably, if you were looking for that, it'd probably be like right here because it's kind of in this. Right here would probably right here. The room is.
I got it. We'll make those rotating doors that they have at hotels. Well, if we make this wall one of those,
Sure.
because then we could rotate it back into place, and it would just no one would know.
All right, let's try it.
So you're gonna spend 10 minutes painting a door.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Roll a d6, everyone, while you do this.
All right, here we go. Sinbad is doing his art skills
Ew.
again. That are
Oh
so
gosh.
good.
2-2.
3.
I'm scared.
Three.
3.
All right. So who's putting their artistic?
It's Sinbad.
Sigurd will.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
never
Sinbad
mind.
insists.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. Let's
It
do
actually
it.
doesn't matter because your skill is not required for marvelous pigments.
Dang.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do how good the door looks, just for
All
flavor. So
Sounds good.
let's roll a performance check.
Yeah,
Dang.
got this. Let's see. Was it a D4 or a D6?
D4.
Yeah.
Nice. We're gonna luck this out
Why?
because it's worth.
I would no because it's flavor, dude.
Oh yeah.
No, fair
I
enough.
assume
No, you know what?
everything
You know
is
what? Fair
important.
enough. You know what? Fair enough. It's funny.
All right. So you make an average-looking door. Nothing. It's a good 75-80%. You'd probably rate it.
I mean, I do have forgery kit. I don't know if that would help here, but
Yeah. Okay. I'll. It's a fantastic-looking door with your forgery kit. All right.
Cool.
You get
All
into
right,
the.
still can't feel anyone in there, so all right.
So you enter what seems to be a pseudo throne room. There's a door right here. There's a few objects like sofas. There's a large throne, as you can see. That was the thing that was blocking that wall. There's 2 chests on either side, and it appears there's small torches, but they have a blue flame inside of them.
All right.
Where are the stairs?
Probably on the other side of that door, and she points to it and realizes she's invisible. Probably on the other side of that door. So she's gonna walk over next to the door and see if she feels anyone on the other side of it.
30 feet out.
Yeah.
Yes, there's someone walking.
There's someone walking on the other side. Wait just a minute.
It appears to have stopped right there.
All right, someone stopped and they're in that room. We're either going to need to open the door quietly or find another way up.
You feel someone walking from here. You hear a door open, and they stop right there in front of the other person.
All right, do I feel any other walls in that general area, or does it seem like an open space?
You feel the walls are. You feel a wall along here,
Okay.
and you feel a wall along here.
And they stopped like around here.
Yes.
Okay, Isak, how good are you at quietly opening doors?
Not really good. I'm good at busting down doors.
Yeah, what?
Right.
Isn't that Aiden's thing?
I was just asking. I mean, he is with a group of thieves. Okay, so Aiden, I think it's good to open that door now, but you're gonna need to be as quiet as possible.
You sure right now is the best time?
They're on the other side of a wall.
Oh, okay.
In that case, he's gonna move up to the door and try to slowly crack it open.
All right. Do a sleight of hand.
Okay. All those fun bonuses. But I am exhausted. It's a 23.
Even with an 8. All right. You slowly crack open the door, and you see 2 hooded figure. I'm not going to show you the whole room just because you can't really see it if I uncover all the fog.
Right.
But it's a large room that sprawls out into like every direction of the tower, and you see some large stairs right in the center of the room that go up. Right here you could see a hooded figure, and he appears to be conversing with another hooded figure right there.
It was not on the other side of the wall.
Have we been noticed?
Crap.
He did
No.
not see you. Just how well
Go.
you peek open.
Let's go. Why am I whispering? Okay, so
Can I try to open the door further at that point?
Yeah, I'll say you can open it quietly at this point.
Okay.
But are you going to go out?
Yeah.
Since we're still invisible.
All right.
Everyone out?
This is a bad idea.
It's the only idea we've got.
Invisible men go.
Should
I
have started
played
from the second
StarCraft.
floor.
I know how Invisible Men works.
Oh, God.
All right. You see getting like you're probably out to there right now. You see those two conversing. But yeah, it sprawls out into several different directions. You see like a strange crystal ball right there, and there are several holes in the ground. And they're in front of statues of what you know as Krya. It's not represented on the map, but in front of each of these things is a statue of Krya in front of these holes. Oh, so you're right here right now. Your group is right there. What do you wish to do?
Aiden, shut the door.
Yeah, he's gonna close the door behind. Assuming everyone.
If you're going to close the door, it's going to be another check for it not to make noise.
I'm like, I'll close the door.
No.
No.
It needs to be closed, otherwise they're going to be like, why is this door open?
That was my concern with this.
Exactly.
Hang on, that might be a good thing though. We could lure them away, and then we could just go up the stairs.
The throne room being open is
They're gonna be on
not
high
a
alert.
place you want them to be like,
That's
oh,
fair.
why is that open?
They're going to be on high alert then. We don't
And then
want
they'd
that.
also
Right.
potentially ruin us going back through there. So
It's okay. I got this.
no,
Close it.
Aiden's gonna close it.
Sleight of
Wow.
hand.
So rude.
$18.
Ooh.
Screw. I'm gonna add the 2 luck points and make that a 20.
Okay. So you using your kind of working blind here, You use your thieves' tools to kind of just you put pressure on the hinges and the latch for the lock, and you just kind of slowly push it back, holding your thieves' tools, kind of not letting the latch go in, and then slowly letting it out, and it doesn't seem to make a sound.
All right, let's move.
Okay. If you're gonna move past these guys in any way, you're gonna do a group stealth check.
Oh boy.
It will be at advantage.
That's true.
We don't really have much other choice.
Advantage is not to be estimated, although it doesn't mean that I can use luck. I won't need luck because it's basically already lucky.
What's the status of Mechagross, by the way?
I don't think we brought him.
Yeah, I don't think we brought him at those. Yeah.
All right.
Did you turn him into crossbow or no?
I'll give you that mulligan if that's what you wish.
I'll have him as a crossbow in that case.
All right. Isaac got a natural 19, so he's probably good for this.
Okay.
Oh, that's an unnatural one. Or no, that's not. That's an 11.
Yeah.
It's advantage, not disadvantage.
I believe that. Oh, I've got a 6 in that.
Wait, nope. -1 on these.
I hate this thing.
Unnatural 20.
I got an unnatural 24.
I got 25.
Okay, you all seem pretty good.
It revolves them in reverse order, which is really annoying.
But it was advantage.
Okay.
It was the D4. It rolled out
Oh.
first instead of last. I was like, I can't get a 5 on a D4.
So as you're like sneaking by them, they don't seem to notice you. But then they both walk towards here and they insert something into the statue and a icy platform appears and it starts descending like an elevator.
Going down.
Yeah. But
There's a basement.
you just kind of catch that as you're going up the stairs.
Well, if we get the
And
keys
what
to
they
that,
put
we can.
into it?
What was that?
What did they put into it?
You didn't see what they put into it.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
It doesn't matter. We'll find one on the Scoville.
If they put whatever, if we can find whatever key they put in there, we can probably get down there.
It looks
That
like
might be
they'll-
where the Dustclops is.
Or just a single key.
All right. Going up.
Going up. Second floor.
Which thing were you using, the middle stairs, or which one were you doing?
Yeah,
Well,
the middle stairs. That's
Yeah, that's the only way up at this point.
Oh, right.
yeah.
All right. You are at another one of these junctures. It's a pretty plain looking room that just kind of sprawls out into 6 different directions.
All right.
You're gonna want to hand me the silent spell scroll when we get in there.
All right. Yeah.
Let's see, which one was it? It was.
The ritual was here.
Yeah.
Here's where the Scovillain is.
No, the Scovillain was over here.
Oh, what were they? Oh, they were over.
Yeah, he was here.
Oh, okay.
He was here.
Oh, that's a problem.
So let's go up here, take care of the summoning room. Okay, Aiden, do your thing with the door.
All right.
Yeah, so there's yet another door. Let's go ahead and quietly open this thing.
Still
All right.
don't sense anyone in there, right?
If you go up to it, no.
Okay.
Well, above you, you don't detect anything above you either.
Okay, I'm not feeling anyone in there or on the floor above.
Okay.
Still try to be careful, though.
14.
Didn't you have a plus 15?
Oh, wait. Yeah, excuse me. That's the wrong roll.
19.
Yeah, 19. Thank you.
It's a 19? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you effortlessly open the door. and you are in what seems to be a music room. There are a few like tables, and there's a large organ.
Hmm.
Keys, the lid is open, and it looks like the keys are like fresh to touch.
Let's not.
Except this looks more like antique. You've been told about the art of the ice continent, and this looks like it's actually one of those things. It's like constructed purely of ice, and it's like a wonder how this thing might function.
Do you think this is where Grandpa plays his evil music?
Only if he wants to play ping pong with someone in green.
What?
So do you just try to say the weirdest thing possible? Like, I just said something weird and it's like you tried to one-up me.
We're on limited time.
Let's go.
So ascending these stairs, it actually leads to another lock. Like, it leads to a door, like, on the stairs.
And the door's locked.
Yeah.
Do we want to assume this is magically locked?
Well, we don't
Well,
really
if we-
have any other choice. I can't dispel the magic, otherwise I'll turn invisible again.
So, in other words, we're going to have me just try to pick it anyways.
Good
Oh,
luck.
wait. Aiden, one moment. Sigurd is gonna take the cloud rune on his person, and he's just gonna place it on the floor, so it becomes visible, presumably. It says, "Pick that up. Pick that up."
Crow, you.
Yeah,
had some-
yeah. Actually, roll a d6.
Okay.
Or you could just pass it to him.
3.
Yeah, you can see it.
I see. Okay. Yep.
Pick that up. That'll help.
Okay. Aiden will take that.
All right.
So what is that exactly? Is that like advantage?
Advantage on sleight of hand checks.
Okay. Sleight of hand checks using
Wow.
lock picking.
This is more for will be thieves' tools.
Yep. Which funny thing is the lock picking modifier with all that stuff because of the gloves I have. It's the same mod. Ooh. Wait. One more.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's 33.
33 will do it. So
Ooh.
there was some magical resistance to this lock, and like you didn't get it at first. It looked like a really simple lock you've seen around the shop that you've opened up and tinkered with several times, and like there was some resistance to it. But then, knowing what you do about these mages, you were able to get around it and find that you get the tumblers in a very unconventional way, and it opens.
That is not how the inside of those things should feel. It's
But
like
you
it was
got it
bigger.
open either way, so good job.
All right. You are now in what seems to be this room in the center of this pentacle that exudes this. As soon as you go into this room, just the whole atmosphere sinks.
Oh, this is real bad magic.
You feel sick to your stomach.
Alright, let's see if I can figure out how to disarm this thing.
What is it made of? Is it just like this
It,
red chalk?
it looks like blood. When
Blood.
Oh, it probably smells in here. Something awful.
what are you
Alright,
gonna do?
there aren't any signs of like meteor pieces.
No.
All we gotta do is just smudge it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just break
Alright.
the circle.
You use prestidigitation.
That would make us uninvisible.
Right.
No, you just
can't see
shuffle
it,
your
but-
feet on it like a rug.
You can't see if Aiden's really just like covering his face from just the
That's
smell.
probably not a good idea, because if we smudge it with our feet, we will leave footprints.
All right, I'll smudge. No, if I smudge it with my face, that'll. You're gonna get revealed either way.
She, let's see here.
Sigurd just takes out his
Wait, no,
canteen.
I'm gonna use the blanket that we found earlier,
Oh my
Okay.
god.
because then it'll go back in my invisible bag.
Wait. Okay, no, doesn't interacting with anything count as an action though when that dispels invis?
Only if you attack.
No,
Oh.
only if you attack something or cast a spell.
Okay, I for some reason thought it was actions, but I mean we've
No,
been
you'd
doing
be
that.
invisible long ago. Alright, Sid.
All right, so we're using that blanket.
You're just kind of wiping a part of it away.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6. Sinbad.
All right. This is going to go well. 2.
2. That's not 1, but that's pretty low. But, okay. So what happens is you wipe away part of the pentacle. We'll say, like, this part right here. And then from near the center of it, where the stairs are, they begin to glow, the marks of blood. And then from the center of it, a being appears, a very large, horned being that does not look like a Pokemon, has large fangs and just this gore and blood dripping from them, and large claws, and it looks like it's surprised, and then it looks right at you, and it begins running at you, and then it just phases out of existence, and then another demon appears in the center of the pentacle, and it's like, what's going on? And it sees you, and then it starts running after you, and then another demon appears in the center. And it's just like a loop of these horrible monstrosities appearing in the center of this thing, and they're just teleporting back, and it's like you're switching channels on a television.
I don't think that's
Wipe off more. Wipe off more. Wipe off more.
I'm going to keep going, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you begin to...
Sigurd will take out his canteen and sort of pour some of the water onto the floor.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
onto the blood.
You see them, like, reappearing back, like they're in a time loop trying to get at you. And they can see you even though you're invisible, but they just can't get to you. Like, maybe you catch one even on, like, the toilet or something.
Oh no. Huh.
Until
Okay.
it's the ruins are all gone.
What the heck were those?
Bad things.
We
Don't
don't
worry
ask
about it.
questions about red things on the floor, Aiden.
Okay, that's taken care of. We're on a time limit now. If anyone notices this is gone, they're gonna know something's up.
Yeah,
Let's
but
keep
let's
going.
go jump the guy.
So do we head back down then? Because
Yeah, we gotta go
Yeah.
back down to the second floor, go all the way back, and then all the way up over here.
which means
Doors,
a few more doors.
Wrong one. That's the second floor.
doors.
Okay. It's loading for some reason, which scares me.
Woo! Now you know how I feel.
Yeah.
It's loading here.
Yeah.
Okay. There
There
we
it
go.
There's a square.
All right. Yeah, you're back in the center foyer of the second floor.
Okay.
Okay.
There were a few mages behind that door.
I remember. Not sure what we're gonna do about that.
Walk past.
Time to try to quietly open the door and sneak past.
She still detects they're there.
You detect You detect two figures slightly moving around.
Oh.
Hmm.
It's like moved over here. And move over to here.
One of them's practically right next to the door.
I mean, if the rooms are all the same size, that's kind of small. There's no way they wouldn't notice the door opening.
Hmm.
And we can't really do anything unless we, maybe we deal with Clement first.
No, we definitely want to get this done.
Yeah, we want to deal with the seal first, no matter what.
Then should we just be ready?
Hmm.
I'm thinking,
Have that silence spell at the ready.
I don't think I really have anything non-magical.
So, what do we think? We'll just deal with not having invisibility and we'll quietly take these guys out?
They're gonna ask what we're doing there.
Right, we still have the ropes.
We'd need to be visible, but if we had one of the some of the flowers that you had, that you guys that we saw in the forest, and we used the excuse that we were trying to bring them up to this guy, this skill villain, they might let us by.
I mean, I left the extra one at cabin.
Well, someone here has prestidigitation.
You want me to do the whole fiasco?
Well, I mean, you prestidigitate a flower, and then you tell them, I've got a flower to bring to the greenhouse. Then we follow you in, cast the spell scroll, and then we take him out.
I hate it when you make sense.
The only problem then is going to be getting back out. Because only one person goes in, but then, like, 5 are coming back out. That's going to look weird to them. So we're all probably going to have to be visible for this.
Nonsense. I just tell them that I'm having trouble. And that I need their big muscular arms for my noodle legs to help me with planting the flower.
You can't see it, but she's got the unamused look. The unamused sister look. What do you guys think? Do we try to go in there as a group?
I mean, if things go badly, either way, we're using that spell.
We can... If we can get them up there, we can take care of all of them together. I think that'd be the best way to go about it.
Wait, you maybe go in alone and try to take them up to the greenhouse with you?
How do you
Yeah, and you come with me as the invisible bodyguards.
How do you propose doing that? How do you propose to get them to follow you?
Flattery.
Really? Well, I guess if anyone could do it, you probably could.
Aiden, hand that rune over to... Hand that rune over to Sinbad. Or place it on the floor so he can pick it up.
No, that's the bad idea.
I can just.
I can't even use it anyway. It's sleight of
Yes.
hand, isn't it?
Sleight of hand and deception.
I got this. This is what being lucky is all about.
And persuasion. It'd probably be persuasion.
Uh,
I mean, if you're sure.
You could say that you're new and that you need someone to bring you to the greenhouse.
Just maybe you're following directions.
And ask if they could show you to it.
It's better to act like you belong in a place when you can do so than to act like you don't know what you're doing.
Alright, well, I'll leave it up to you then.
Everyone else just needs to be ready.
All right. Well, I guess we're doing it. He's doing his magic juju.
All right, so you're uninvisifying
We're uninvisifying.
everyone.
Not just me.
no, just
Okay.
Sinbad.
All right.
Gonna make it the flower.
So okay, so repeat your plan to me, so I can parse it out.
So gonna make a flower illusionary, and then we're gonna take the flower in here, and then we're gonna go and have the boys follow me up the stairs through the means of flattery, and then once we are all up top with the skull villain, we cast silence, and then we do a murder.
Okay. So you're just gonna enter this door?
You know, I'm just gonna open the door with the flower and start walking in.
And reminder that we're in the robes.
All right.
Yeah, I'll put those on.
All right. So you uninvisify. You guys see Sinbad become visible wearing the robes. He makes an illusionary flower. What does the flower particularly look like?
It's gonna look like one of the possession flowers.
Okay.
As she sees this appear, Bree's gonna say, No, Sib, not that one. Use the one that is used to make the potions.
All right, and we're gonna change it to the climbing flower. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to. How does this spell work? Because
It
I
just
just
creates a little trinket, like a flower.
right, but does prestidigitation have like concentration, or is it like a pseudo
No.
concentration?
No, it has a duration for the small effects that you can spend an action to dispel.
You're gonna major image the flower in your hand.
Or it's
I'm
No,
like,
no,
major image.
prestidigitation.
no, prestidigitation is a lot easier.
Prestidigitation is not really an illusion. That just
All right, well, I can use minor illusion.
Well,
I've got,
Oh.
got a lot of cantrips for this.
Oh yeah, minor illusion is you can make like a small bouquet of them or something. Not a bouquet, but like a collection.
yeah.
Does it move with him?
It does, but it's gonna look kind of sketchy. Major illusion, I'll let you get off scot free, but like I feel it's kind of stretching the limits of minor illusion if you're like walking around with it.
I'm like, I mean, there's one problem with major image, and that's I need it to look like I've been sharded.
You've been what?
Sharded, you know, blue. Like I have a shard embedded in me, like every other person in this building.
Well, we know that the initiates aren't. We know that it takes a while. For all they know, you could be an
Yeah.
initiate.
we haven't seen everyone in this building being
Have we seen a single person in this entire thing that hasn't been sharded?
You've only seen two, and they were downstairs. Aiden really couldn't make out if they are because they're wearing robes.
Yeah, the
So
ropes
are
kind of
we.
hide that. I mean, if you could major image both, that you have a shard and the flowers.
Can I?
I don't know.
It's all just a single
Because the
image.
image changes, you can change its appearance to look natural. I mean,
All right, in that case, I think just use the major image.
yeah, I guess we'll major image both.
Okay. Yeah, you can walk with it and everything. And the image changes location. You can alter its appearance so the movement appears natural. Okay. Yeah, that's the sentence that makes me think you can't get away with that with minor image. Okay. Yeah. I'll say this. So you're gonna look like a guy has a shard in his chest, and you're holding a flower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give Aiden the silence scroll.
Hmm?
That way you can keep the major illusion going. And you don't have to use concentration to keep the silence spell going.
Just extend my hand out until somebody takes the scroll from me.
Actually, you know what? Bree's gonna take it.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
He's just gonna assume that was Aiden then.
She can't do anything in silence anyway, so she's just going to try to stay away from being attacked by this guy.
That's fair.
Meanwhile, Aiden has a nice sword that can cut people in half pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, showtime.
Open the door.
Yep.
All right, you open the door, and the two heads look over at you.
All right, and Sinbad's just going to more or less walk in like nonchalantly, really.
Shouldn't you be in the basement?
I have another flower to plant and cure. If you want, you could help me make it faster so I can get back there.
Tobias sent you.
He nods.
His door's locked. Good luck getting it out, getting it in there. He's locked himself in there for days.
Sinbad is just gonna keep going. Well, if he wants to be a grouch and not let me in to help him, that's his problem.
Do a deception with advantage. Just because you went through this disguise.
Let's see. There's a 12 plus big number. It's 21.
And technically, you get a D4 on top of that as well.
Oh yeah. So it's at least 22.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
25.
They just kind of shrug and go back to. It appears they're looking at some. It looks kind of like an ancient scroll, not a magic scroll. Like there's like it's some sort of maybe religious text or something.
All right, let's go, guys.
All right, you're gonna try and sneak past them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite a few people, so I'm gonna have you do a group stealth check, except Sinbad.
Okay. Why is the command not working?
21.
There we go. It's with advantage, right?
Yeah, you can have advantage from being visible.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the distraction as well.
10.
2d20.
It's an advantage, not disadvantage, geek.
I have a -3.
F.
Well, I got that's a 26.
All right, 2 pass. That's that's good enough. So, So there, you see that, like, as you're going past Sigurd, their heads turn for a second. They'll kind of look at it, Sinbad, and they just go back to their text. You go up these stairs, and it's another locked door.
All right, Aiden, do your thing.
I guess try to open it.
All right.
Yeah, I guess Sinbad's gonna have to keep his hand on the knob like the whole time here.
All right, to make this any better. Oh wait, no, I have to roll it twice because I still have the 11. Thank goodness. And that does help because now it's a 26.
26 just does it.
Oh. Ooh.
All right. You felt more magical resistance on this lock as it opens.
Okay. Got it.
Sigurd, Izek, be ready.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I guess we're going in.
All right. So, who's going in first?
I mean, it's gonna be Sinbad, obviously,
All right.
because he's got the disguise.
All right. So you're in front of the door's threshold, so. And you see this creature wheel around, and he is under the affliction. He has the shard in his chest. He is pale white complexion, and the heads look at you. Say, "Who are you? Who are you?"
I'm here to get you another one of these for your studies.
The door was locked. Yes, it was locked.
Are you guys in position
Is everyone
now?
else? Is everyone else in the room?
You're behind
Yeah, Bree.
Sinbad.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bree's back here.
You'd have to, if you're going past Sinbad, it's going to be a little awkward. You'd have to actually make a stealth roll.
Hmm.
Aiden, get in there.
Send that move.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I imagine you'd probably go find wherever another stash of them is and quote unquote put the flower there.
Bree's
okay.
going to be like right here.
But back
And-
up for a second.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, Sinbad's in front of the door right now talking to this guy.
Oh, he's in
Mhm.
front of the door.
Yeah.
Sib, give us room to get in.
And he's asking you, "The door was locked. How did you get in? How did you get in?"
Tell him to spell magic.
I just opened the door.
The door was locked. The mage, he charmed it. He warded it. How did you get in? How did you get in?
All right, so I'll be honest. I kind of wanted to help you out myself and may or may not have dispelled the charm, but your research is just very inspiring, Tobias.
I must tend to the garden. Tend to the garden.
I want to help. That's why I brought
I
one.
don't need help. I have all the help. Yes, I am helping, and I am helping.
Aiden, get in there.
Well, at least let me give this to you before
Okay.
I leave.
So if
has
you're gonna
he moved in?
if you're gonna stealth past him, it's gonna be at disadvantage, but because it's so tight here and he's looking right at this, so it'll kind of cancel out, so it'll just be a normal roll.
Okay.
Bree's ready to cast the silent spell just in case things go
I'll
bad.
do it. That's a nat 20.
Wow.
Pick wherever you want to go in the room, and you can be there.
Let's see.
Suddenly, there's a guy behind you and you die.
I mean, he's still invisible.
So if Sib's like right here blocking the door and Aiden gets behind him, that's like a sneak attack.
Well, I'll say Sinbad's right there, kind of like
Okay.
He's entered the room and he's kind of stopped you right in the threshold of the door.
Okay.
Step in a bit more, Sib.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
like I
let
said, he's
me-
gonna find wherever like the rest of like climbing flowers are, or anywhere that looks remotely worth putting a flower.
As soon as you try and try taking another step in here, he's like, "Do not come in here. You'll ruin the flower. You will corrupt them. You will corrupt them."
All right, guys, I think this is the best we're gonna get. Get ready. And
All right.
she's gonna say, Sib, I'm gonna cast a spell. As soon as you can't hear anything, get out of the way. And she's going to cast it
Oh wait.
right.
Before that happens, is it possible that Aiden can quietly draw a Holy Avenger and call upon it?
Not quietly.
Not
I rule verbal components are just bombastic and loud, just to validate subtle spell.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to alert the guys below us.
Well, it won't. It'll be loud enough so anyone in the room can hear you.
I mean, here's the other thing: isn't there verbal components to silence?
Well, there's verbal components. I just mean for the sake of like quietly casting a spell. Like he's gonna see you cast a spell and
Yeah, but he's gonna hear Bree casting a spell too, isn't he?
yeah, but you'll get it. It'll pretty much be by surprise, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll be a surprise round, basically.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so in
no,
that case, I think Aiden should activate the sword, and then Bree will immediately activate silence after that, so that he has the buff.
Mhm.
And
Well,
then
we
we
just
just
go
same
in.
time.
Well, the way it would work is you have to pick which one.
Oh, which
Good.
one? Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, in that case,
I think the silence is more important.
yeah, Sib will just get out of the way, and everyone else will charge in.
Okay.
All right.
Sigurd, where are you going to be? Right now, you're just behind Sinbad.
I'm gonna put myself right here. I'm not gonna charge in immediately. I'm just gonna be right here because I have something else I want to do first.
You'd be kind of on the stairs still. You're just kind of behind Sinbad if you're not trying to get past him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not trying to sneak through because that'll mess. I
Okay.
don't.
Yeah.
In that case, Bree's going to try to get over here.
I don't have the stealth
Okay.
to sneak through.
All right. So you'll just do a stealth straight up roll because advantages will just knock out disadvantage.
Okay. 15.
You seem to get past, and in that area without him being the wiser, he's kind of yelling at Sinbad right now.
Okay. And she can't be seen because the stairwell's in the way.
Yeah, the stairwell's in the way.
All right, here we go. And she's going to cast silence, like in the middle of the room.
All right. So for
Wait, how tall is the room?
it is about 10 feet high.
10 feet high. And silence is a 20-foot sphere.
20-foot sphere. Yeah, we're good. 20-foot
The
radius.
guys
sphere.
downstairs are going to be silenced as well.
Hmm.
Don't worry, they're not talking.
Just hit the top then. Hit kind of like the middle of the room or the top.
But then whoever's upstairs, can she feel someone upstairs?
There is no one upstairs.
There's no one upstairs. Okay, then yeah, she'll do it at the top of the room so that the guys downstairs aren't
Okay.
silenced.
So as this guy is kind of like his two different personalities are arguing with Sinbad right now, you appear all of a sudden. You see Sabrina appear to your side, Sinbad, and the whole room goes dead silence as he's yelling at you. And that's where we'll leave things off next time.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Get a roll.
What you also notice is Isaac is nowhere to be found.
Of course.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't want an encounter breaking out when we were this close to closing things off, and we all know how long encounters take.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you certainly have the element of surprise on this guy. Yeah, and I guess we'll infiltrate the tower some more, the fortress, and see what's going on here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Your quarry is in sight, and
Quarry number 1.
number one, yes.
Number
Yeah,
one.
there's a lot of people on the hit list
Yeah.
that
Isaac, I just-
Sabrina is really interested in.
You know, I can bet you even though we get this quietly, it's probably not going to matter.
Yeah.
Maybe it will.
Well, we'll see what happens next time. It's exciting. I've liked how this this fortress has worked out with having a dynamic environment that's not just a linear dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you next time, guys.
Go